What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today let's go over the Sunday stock review. We're going to go over the Magnificent Seven. We're going to break down the cryptocurrency and we'll go over some other stocks. First, let's check out QQQ. We spoke about this $600 rejection level. So it's completely normal that we're starting to see this happen. At the $600 rejection level, we are getting a pullback. So look right here, 602, starting to pull back and already getting picked up at 592. Retesting this level of support. So let's see next week. Are we going to continue the bull run with all the uncertainty that's going on? Or are we going to reject this level and move back below 583? So something to keep in mind, watch that level, watch the 582. Are we going to move down lower and retest this support level here? That can happen. It's all good. Next, let's break down SPY. Then we'll go into SMH. Breaking down SPY, we can see that we moved to 667. When you look at a 5-year chart, we've done nothing but go up. Pullbacks should be purchased. Looking for pullbacks, a nice deep one would be excellent around maybe 640, 650. But we're going to have to wait and see if that's going to happen. Now, breaking down SMH to semiconductor. When you're looking at this, you have this nice bull flag that came up, started making higher highs, 325. Now it's starting to consolidate. It's about to retest again, 325. When you look at overall, when you look at the overall movement, 325, you're looking back up. 316 will be your pullback areas. Let's start off with the Mag 7. We'll start off with Apple. Apple is at all-time highs, 257. Apple needs to get above this 257. If it pulls back, look for pullbacks to the $250 range. That would be where I would start to look. Looking at Apple on a big term chart here, you can see we are trading in the middle of this trend channel. So it's going to try to hold this 250 now. That would be excellent. If it could hold that 250, that would be a level that it could be dollar cost averaging in. But just keep in mind, highs are at 260. So just be cautious. RSI is trading at 70 right now on the 1-year chart. So you just want to be cautious moving forward, looking at that. Let's go on to Amazon. Amazon stock is interesting in my eyes. When I look at it on the 6-month chart, I'm looking at Amazon rejecting this $239 level. You have two levels where it tried to pass. Right here, it tried to break, and then moving forward, it tried to break here. Now it is making lower highs. If Amazon pulls back more, I would not be surprised. It moved down to about $217 per share. Your next area of support would be around 212. Now, they have earnings in the next couple of months. I think October 30th is their earnings. So you definitely want to keep an eye on here. Are we going to pull back here? And before earnings, set up nicely around this $200. I don't see Amazon going much lower before earnings. So if you get lucky, a 3% pullback to 212. You get a pullback 8% down to 200. That's okay. And then simply with earnings and seeing what's happening on their call, easily get pushed back up to this 230 range. We just got to see where it's going to go from here. I imagine it's not going to pull back that much more before earnings, but we'll have to see. Next, we have Amazon right there. Let's go over Tesla. Tesla stock. Making all-time highs. We called this out at 220, so this is beautiful. I just want to show what we are up percentage-wise on this. We bought at 220. We were up over 100% on Amazon, so that's awesome. Follow the YouTube portfolio for that on my YouTube channel. And then looking here, we posted a new video for members so they get early access, and then you can get it when it comes out in a little bit. Looking here, we're trading at $440 per share, looking to break above 445. You do have a little bit of support around this 430, but I'd be cautious. I'm holding my position, just watching them. If they make new highs, then I understand if you're trying to scalp and go higher on them. Nothing wrong with that. Breaking down Microsoft stock. Microsoft stock has pulled back ever since it had that nice rally. It went all the way up from 500 up to 560, and it's kind of just been sinking ever since. But it's not over yet. It's got to get above this $516 level. This is important right here. If it cannot get above here, and I want to show you guys right here, you had multiple touch points around 516, 517, rejection, acted as support here, and then now you can see rejected. Will we start to kind of sell off here? That would be okay. Buying opportunities for the future would be nice. I would love to see a pullback to the $450 range. That is something that I will be watching, waiting for that pullback. All right, now we went over Microsoft. Let's go over Meta stock. Meta stock is a beast, $740 per share. Traded above up to $795, looking for that pullback. Let's see if we can get a pullback to about $700, and then I'll be interested looking at that. Breaking down UNH stock. UNH stock is the stock of the year, in my opinion, pulled back from 600 down to 233. Now it is consolidating at this 343. We're holding shares down at 280, continuing to dollar cost average. It's got to hold this 330. That 330 was a beautiful retest. Bounced up to 350. Congrats to you guys that bought that. That we're just using simple break and retest strategy right there. Now let's see. Are we going to retest 330 or are we going to start pushing up above 350? That's what we have to look out for. That is something that we need to keep an eye on here. So let's wait. Let's see to get a pullback to 330. If we're going to continue being bullish, we got to get above 350. We got to retain that moment. Let's go over some other stocks now. We broke down most of the Mag 7. I want to take a second and just go into Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, and XRP. If you guys are interested or you guys want stocks listed, just please comment below and we'll review them. Now, looking over Bitcoin here. Just waiting for Bitcoin to come up. Where is Bitcoin? All right, so breaking down Bitcoin here, it's starting to show some weakness finally. We are trading in this upwards trend, and I say weakness very lightly because obviously in May it was at 40,000, went up to 124,000. We need to see pullbacks here. Let's get a pullback of the $100,000 retest level. That would be nice. So it's another, what is that, 9%? It's got to pull back. Looking for that pullback here. Yep, 8%. I really want to see pullbacks to about 70,000 on Bitcoin. So I feel like I'm going to be waiting a while looking for this guy. So right now it's pulling back. Just give it some time. Let's see if it pulls. Next, you have XRP. XRP is trading within this wedge. And within this wedge, it is really consolidating at this point. And this is really where it's been. And it's been trading like this. XRP is just consolidating, and waiting for either breakdown below 260 or it's going to break out above $280. I'm sorry, 2.8 up to $3. That would be nice. Looking for that move, continue to dollar cost average. What I think offers an opportunity is Solana. Solana, when you look at it on the year chart, it has pulled back. It has been trading from $95 up to $180, back down to $137. It's like a pinball, and it's just continuously going up. So are we going to continue this? We went down to $192, and it's being bought up at these levels, and it is showing that there is a potential move higher. And I like this swing trade opportunity because you can see that if we can hold $200 per share, can we get a move back up to 240? And that 240 right there, if you're strictly just swing trading, you're looking at a 20% return, and your risk would be around like 6%. Sorry. So now next, we did Solana, we did Bitcoin, we did ETH, and I want to hit ETH one last time. I picked up some shares last time in the portfolio. I think that offered some excellent buying opportunities. So now looking forward at this, ETH is retesting this $4,000 level. And you can see that we have had some support here, which is excellent. So you had a bounce here. And then these were the resistance tops. So I could see why it would bounce there. Now looking forward, does it mean you should be buying? It's up to you. I mean, if you're looking long term, that's fine. But if we can get pullbacks a little bit lower, maybe down to 3,000, that'd be excellent. It does look like it's got some heavy selling pressure coming down, but let's see if the 4,000 holds up. I've started dollar cost average in, buying some putting some chips in. All good. Next, let's go over Starbucks. Starbucks laid off over 100 companies. I hold these guys in the YouTube portfolio. I'm going to continue holding them. As you can see, they trade basically from $70 up to $115, and then they kind of just fluctuate as they go that way. So I've been watching that as we go. Next, OpenStock. OpenStock got pumped from 50 cents up to $10. Just be cautious holding this stock. Doesn't mean it's going to keep going, but right now it does have the momentum, but it's consolidating between $6 and $11. So we just need to see, is this going to be one of those higher lows right here where we kind of just drift off and then just kind of sell down to $6? Or do we make a pushback up to 11? Right now you're trading in that middle of that channel, so it's kind of difficult to see. We have Adobe stock holding that $30 very nicely. You can see looking at the 1 year chart, let me make this bigger for us. It is holding. It held that $330, pushing back up to $370. It's got to get above $370 first, and then a push towards $400. Intel stock is a big stock. Intel has a lot of news now where their new CEO made that deal. And now, I don't know if you guys remember that Reddit post, that guy that put like $800,000 into Intel. I think it was around like $30 to $32. Now he's in the money. So if he's still holding, he's in the money. When you look at Intel on a max chart, we're starting to get some massive buying opportunities here. But you just got to keep in mind, RSI is around 58 on the 5 year. On the 1 year, look at the RSI here. The RSI is at 80. So pullbacks, I would not be surprised if we get a pullback, especially if we get some overall weakness in the market. I think you're looking for pullbacks to about $32 per share. If you can get that pullback to 32, then maybe you have a chance, but you just got to give it some time. If you want to trade higher, you can. I mean, you don't really see a ceiling until like $4 up. Now looking at BBAI. BBAI stock, interesting stock here with the data centers. 835 was a rejection. Now it's kind of obvious to see that this was a potential rejection right up in here, which it was. So now we just got to see, okay, it pulled back from $8.50. Where's our leg of support here? And when I look at it, I kind of see this. I see you had support here around $6 per share. Does it keep happening? Around $6 per share. Rejection here, and now pulling back. Let's see later on this week or next month, are we going to get a pullback to this $6 range, and how do we fare? I want to get shares of BBAI, but it's kind of just keeps going up to the moon without me, unfortunately. So sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles, looking at that. AMD, I'm looking at. AMD trading at 159, looking for a 150 retest. You are currently just trading within this zone, 150 up to 170, so definitely keep an eye on that. ABGO finally showing some weakness, breaking this $335 level. Let's see if we can get a pullback. I'd be very interested to pick up some shares if we can get a pullback to about like $300 per share. I mean, it kind of lines up very close, 314, 312 down here. We do have this level. Let's see what we get here. Interesting stock to watch. AVGO likes to move a lot. NVIDIA stock trading within this 170 to 184 range. We need to see, is NVIDIA going to hold, or is it going to retest the 166 again? It is consolidating in the middle of this channel, so you just have to be patient. Gemini IPO has been straight garbage. I just want to take a moment of silence for all of those guys that bought Gemini at $45, and now it's sold all the way down to 23. It's crazy how some of these IPOs just sell off. It's like almost as if the investors that are part of it from the beginning just sell off, take their money, and get the heck out. So you can see right there, if it breaks 22, you're going lower, and there's no other way to measure it because you only have the chart from September 12th. So RIP Gemini bag holders. All right, next, let's look forward to Oracle. Oracle stock's pulling back. They're taking out a lot of debt to do this AI deal, and I think that's why it's pulling back. I mean, 345, it's already back to 283. Coming back to earth. And I would love to see them pull back to about $270 per share. Oh, I'm trying to bring up the arrow. I don't know why the arrow's not working. Here we go. So bringing up this arrow here to about $280 per share. That would be nice to see. So just waiting for that level, 260 to 265. Then I will be interested. Let me just draw this rectangle out so I don't have to do it for next time. Just looking right here. Let's see how Oracle does if we can get that pullback. Guys, I can't thank you enough for supporting the channel, checking out the live stream on TikTok while I record this. Appreciate it, guys. Almost 6,000 subscribers. So if you have time, please like the video, subscribe it, and share it. I really appreciate that. You can join membership as well. If you join membership, you get access to early videos like my Fidelity portfolio. One new stock that I added, the Gemini crypto portfolio, that the new stocks, the new shares that I'm buying of these coins. And then you have the top 5 Fidelity index funds if you want to build a 30-year building portfolio right there. Very simple. Definitely check out the membership, guys. Simple, easy to use. And then also, please check out the new videos that are coming out. Besides this, You got the Sunday stock breakdown we do every single Sunday for you guys. We got the $100,000. This is how I did a day trading to break it down for you, breaking down simple break and retest, simple RSI trades. That breaks it down for you. So please check this content out, free for you, and I'll see you next time.